Hey band, choir, and orchestra directors, it's Jill, and as we start or approach the beginning of a new school year, today I want to talk about classroom jobs. Having student volunteers perform classroom jobs is a really great way to help streamline your classroom processes so you can focus on teaching. So if you haven't used this strategy before, here are a few classroom jobs I've had students successfully perform in the past over the years. Up first is the bouncer. This is a student who sat near the door, and because I kept it locked and closed during class, that person was allowed to reject students who were not supposed to be in my band room at the time, and they also would open the door when someone knocked, if it was an administrator needed to get in or a student who had gone to the restroom or to the office and needed back in the classroom. Up next is the stunt crew, and this is a small group of about 3 students who I could always count on to move heavy equipment or climb up high if there was something on a shelf that I couldn't get to. And as I always told the kids, I am an old lady and I don't need to be risking my life to be climbing up there, so they were always happy to help. The next one is the personnel manager, also known as roll taker. They would just have their clipboard with a seating chart or a list of students and take roll a couple minutes into class, so it just takes an extra thing off my plate. I also had a repair tech, and typically this is a student who did not work on instruments, but they did work on faulty stand tables. So they always had a wrench and a pair of pliers. So if a student was like, "Misty, my stand is wobbly," I would say, "Hey, ask the repair tech." I had a hospitality coordinator, and I frequently had students moving into the district throughout the year. So if there was a new student who needed to be shown the ropes on the daily, the hospitality coordinator would take over and show them where the music was stored, where their instrument was going to be, where the pencils are, all of that good stuff. Of course, every great ensemble needs a great librarian. So I always had a librarian to help collect music and then put them back in score order and refile them when we were done with concerts. And finally, I had a custodial engineer. This is a person who would help with random odd jobs. So if I needed the hand sanitizer and tissues replaced or the whiteboard cleaned off, that was the job of the custodial engineer. Getting these initial job assignments and training taken care of always took a little bit of a lift at the beginning of the year, but I found that having my classroom be a well-oiled machine allowed me to focus on teaching through the rest of the year. So I hope this is a good strategy for you as you move into the new year. And if you have a classroom job that I didn't mention, I want to hear about it. So drop me a line in the comments. That's it for today. Catch you next time.